I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm currently the vice chair of the board of directors at GTL and the chair of the governance committee. Well, what I wanted to experience here was to understand what it's like to be a girl from the circumstances that they are from, who has a chance at a secondary education, a quality secondary education. And I wanted to see what this quality secondary education was like. And I've learned so much about both of those questions. First, visiting the campuses of the schools here in Uganda, I've been just blown away at how great they are. The facilities that they have, the commitment of the staff, the camaraderie of the girls, the thoughtfulness, the discipline. It's just it's a great location and a great opportunity. And then meeting the girls themselves. So that was what was really important, to try to make a connection, because doing what I do on the board, trying to raise funds, it's very difficult to translate what I hear about the girls and how exceptional this opportunity is for them, to translate that into something that is meaningful to donors in the U.S., especially when there's so much competition for donor dollars in the U.S. And this forum, the schools, the experience here, it's not like the U.S., so there's also that sort of hurdle to get over. And what I've had the opportunity to do is to talk to some of the girls and actually hear their stories. The first day that I was here, we were meeting with the coordinators, who are an amazing group of dedicated people. And I sat with a young woman who was a GTL grad and now working with the organization. And she told me step by step what her educational challenges were. She would excel at her exams, but because she didn't have the means, she'd be stuck. And then she'd have to figure out, how do I get to the next step? She described GTL as her knight in shining armor. And then, of course, after she finished doing well with GTL, she had another hurdle getting through university, but she did it, and then she had to find a job, and she did it. So these are the kind of girls that we attract, but they're also the kind of commitment and creativity that these girls show. And I sat with the head teacher at one of the schools, and she made the point that the GTL girls who come from poverty, whose parents frequently are illiterate or have no schooling, whose siblings don't necessarily have schooling, they're actually the highest achievers in the class, because they understand that this is their shot. This is their opportunity. They have their families to watch out for. And they don't consider that a burden. They consider that an inspiration. And that's what I was hoping to hear. And now I still have to figure out how to translate that one-on-one experience that I had sitting across a table from a 13-year-old girl, or a 17-year-old girl, or a 22-year-old girl whose life has been turned around by GTL. Now, how do I bring that girl into American living rooms? So that's what I'm going to be working on.